All right, this is the jumping jack station. All right, so you'll come over to the cone, check out what we're doing. We're gonna be completing 10 jumping jacks in a row. So we'll do 10 jumping jacks, arms and legs opening at the same time. We will then rest for 10 seconds after doing 10 jumping jacks. We will continue to do 10 jumping jacks and 10 seconds of resting until we go to the next station, until the minute runs out on the screen. All right, next station is cross the river. All right, so we're gonna imagine that that line is the riverbank, and then this line is the riverbank as well. So this is all open water. What we're gonna do is hop from lily pad to lily pad to cross the river. Once you cross the river, you'll wait for the rest of your team to get across the river, and you guys will go right on back. We'll continue this for the whole minute. This is the balance beam station. So you'll come over here and check out the cone to see what we're doing. It says to step inside the box. So when we're stepping onto the balance beam, make sure that we are putting our foot in the box first. If it's behind the box, it will lift the beam up and you will fall. So we do not want to do that. So we're going to hop into the middle, walk across the balance beam, end at the middle of the other crate, and then hop off. You'll wait for your team to get across the beam before going back on and going back. We'll keep going until the minute runs out. This is the line jump station. So you'll come check out what we're doing here on this piece of paper. You will find a line anywhere in the gym in your area. So do not walk over into other groups' areas and get in their way. After you find a line, you will stand in front of it and continue to do 30 line jumps, either this way, or if you really want to challenge yourself, you can do it with 1 foot. So you do 1 foot forward or 1 foot sideways. All right, we're gonna do 30 line jumps at a line, and then we're gonna take a 10-second rest. You'll continue this until the time runs out and you rotate to the next station. This is the flexibility station. So on the front, we have the directions of what to do at the station. On the back, we have the stretches that you will be doing. Each stretch you'll be doing for 10 seconds before switching to the next one. So each stretch, the first one's the arm across the chest. We'll do both arms for 10 seconds. Arm over the head, just like that. Next one is just toe touches, standing. After that, quad pulls, standing, so try to keep your balance on 1 foot while doing this. The next one is the butterfly. It's where you sit down and bring your feet in. And you're gonna try to drop your knees low to stretch, all right? Try to get your knees as low to the ground as possible. After you complete all those stretches for 10 seconds each, you'll rotate to the next station. This is the hula hoop station, so it's pretty self-explanatory. You are just gonna try to hula hoop as long as you can in a row until the time runs out, all right? The next station. This is the jump squat station. So these are going to look a little bit different than a normal jump squat. What we're going to be doing here is do 15 jump squats with a 10-second rest after. So we'll do 15, rest for 10. They'll look like this. You'll put your hands out in front of you, but bring your knees up to your hands. You should make contact every time when you go up with your hands. Your knees should touch your hands, all right? We'll continue that for 1 minute until rotating to the next one. This station is the hula hoop jump station. So, as you can see, we have a bunch of hula hoops on the ground. You will go one at a time with your group across these hula hoops as if they were ladders. So, 1 foot will go into each hula hoop as you go through it. Feel free to go as fast as you want or as slow as you need to, all right? We will continue this for 1 minute before rotating to the next station, but you can also hop with 1 foot if you really want to. or hop with 2 feet in each one. That's okay too. So you can choose which way you want to do this one. We'll continue that for 1 minute, then rotate this way. This is the beanbag toss station. So you and your group will have 1 beanbag. The hula hoop will be on the ground about 10 feet away from you. You will take the beanbag, try to toss it underhand. We are only tossing underhand today. You will try to get it into the hula hoop. If you make it in, great. Run, grab your beanbag, bring it back to your team for the next person to go. You're only throwing it once before bringing it back to your team. So if you miss, don't grab it, run and grab it, and bring it back. We'll continue that for 1 minute. This station is pretty self-explanatory, kind of like the hula hoop station over there. This is the jump rope station, so you will continue to jump rope as long as you can for the entirety of the minute. After the minute runs out, you will continue to rotate around the circle. This station is called the wall sit station. So, what we'll do, we'll be doing it right here against this padded wall, so you guys' backs won't be hurting. We will wall sit for 20 seconds, all right? So you are going to come against the wall, try to get your legs into a 90-degree angle. You can choose to put your arms out or your arms on your knees. Either one's fine. You're gonna hold this for 20 seconds. After you have held it for 20 seconds, you may stand up, get a 10-second rest, and then we're right back to the wall after our 10-second rest, all right? After you've completed this station and your wall sits, we'll rotate over to the next station. This is the pin down toss station. So, on the back and front, there's directions on what to do at this station. You'll come up and read the sign. But the idea here is to grab the ball. You will have 1 gator skin ball for your entire group. So your group will be lined up behind you here. Behind this cone you have to stand, and we're aiming for the pin over there. We are only tossing underhand today. I don't want to see any overhand throws. That ball will go into other groups and distract other people, so we're only throwing it underhand. From behind the cone, you'll take the gator skin, throw it at the pin. Hopefully you hit it. If you don't, you run, you grab it, bring it back to the next teammate for them to shoot at the pin, all right? Make sure that we are not whipping it and that we're throwing underhand, all right? After you're done with this, you will put the ball back on the cone like you found it and rotate to the next station. This station is our plank station. So, you will find a spot on the mat with your group. You will plank for 15 seconds, I believe. 20 seconds, all right. We will be planking for 20 seconds and then resting for 10 seconds in between. So you can choose to do 3 different types of planks. You can do the high plank, which is just like push-up position. You will hold that for 20 seconds and then 10-second rest. You can do a low plank, where your forearms are on the mat, keeping that back straight for 20 seconds. Or you can do a side plank, where one forearm is down, one leg is on top of the other, and you're holding a straight pose for 20 seconds, all right? Those are 3 different types of planks you can do at this station, so feel free to choose which one's best for you. Our next station is the yoga station. So, on the front we have the directions you'll come read and see what to do at this station. On the back we have the different poses you will be doing, as well as on the wall. So look to the wall to see what type of pose what the pose should look like once you're done doing it. The first pose we have is the cobra pose. So you will lay down on the mat, stomach on the ground, and push up with your legs and body flat to the ground. You will feel that in your lower back and your upper back. The next pose we have is the tree pose. So you will stand on the mat, stand in the middle of the mat, one leg up on the side, and your hands up or out like a tree, all right? This way, you're focusing on keeping balance on one side. You can switch your feet as you do it too. The next pose is called the Warrior One pose. So it's more like a lunge. You're going to lunge forward, trying to keep that back leg as straight as possible with your both feet planted, and you'll put both arms up like you're holding a beach ball over your head. Try to hold each of these poses for 15 seconds and complete all 3 poses. We will then rotate after the minute's up to the next station, and we're back at jumping jacks. So that completes our fitness station rotation. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand.